Alright guys, thank you for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. So about a couple of days ago, Mr. BM Fox broke my world record in the road Atlanta. So I decided to go back and try to challenge this time. In doing so, I discovered some tips and also tricks to maybe help you guys go quicker. You know, like me, I don't really like doing career mode gameplay. I mostly just take the bike and go to a track and try to find a setup so I can go quicker and get online and battle with people. So that's how I like to game. But during my quest to beat Mr. Fox time, I discovered that when you like tune the timing in the game, what I mean is, you know, I see a lot of people using medium to set a lap time. And I understand that because with soft tire you overheat them too quickly. It happens to me a lot. That's why I mostly use like medium soft or soft hard combination to go quick, especially on the front end. I'm very hard on front end because in Ride 4 front end is much more stable than in Motogp, so I'm able to lean much more, and that's the reason why I use also maximum engine braking so that I don't overheat the front tire too quickly. But I know some guys use less engine braking because it gives a bit better rear stability on a lean angle going into a bend. But with my riding style, I lean a lot on front end. I'm always looking for stability on the front end, and the rear doesn't always really matters to me too much because I tend to be smooth on throttling and throttle out. So if you're looking to go quicker and at a certain track, I think all the tracks, you need to change the time. You know, you go to the time, and if you're using maybe soft, try to change the time to like in the morning, like maybe 11 a.m. or something, so that the track temperature is like cool. So and also depending on your riding style, then the soft tire will give you a bit longer duration and you can lean on them much more than maybe using medium. So the same thing also for hard tire. So if your hard tire is much harder, so you need to like change the time to in the afternoon or maybe later, so that they can get up to temperature quicker, and then they can last you much longer. And also this also depending on your riding style and also the setup you're using, because if you're using the wrong setup, you still overheat them. Either you are in the morning or you're in the afternoon or in the evening. And with that, you can also change in the timing, that the time doesn't gradually move forward. It can just stay at certain time you set it. So that's a tip that I think a lot of people doesn't know yet, and it will definitely help you guys out if you are trying to go quick on the track and you want to beat that time or something like that. And also I think in career mode you can also do that as well. So yeah, there you go. So the benefit of using a higher engine braking is just that the bike slows down much quicker than when using a lesser engine braking. So when using a higher one, it requires you not to use the front brake too aggressively or not too much on a lean angle, because you know when you are on a lean angle and using the front brake, maybe you're too aggressive on it, then you will overheat the front tire, especially when you're soft, then you slide out. And yeah, that happens. It happens to me a lot. I see a lot of people having the same issue as well. So when you factor that in your mind, and you know that, you know, when you tune you set up, you change the timing as well, and you use the right tire that suits your need at that moment, because in combination with the track temperature, with the setup you're using, and also your riding style, if you can manage to find a good balance in that area, I'm sure you go quicker. So yeah, go try it out. And it also depends on the bike you're using. I think if you're using a much aggressive bike like the Ducati I'm always using, then you will need to you will need to find a better balance, because it's not easy to ride smooth on that Ducati. I think on the Kawasaki and Aprilia is also not that really smooth to ride on. I think on the Kawasaki, Yamaha, those are the three bikes I can recommend you using when you're trying to find a base setup, and also when you're new to the game as well, because they are just a bit more friendly and much I think easier to get a base setup on and to get better. The class of the bike I'm talking about is racing modified, like I'm using here. Alright, so we are in the first lap. I did manage to get it to 29, and I mean, Road America is slowly getting to being one of my favorite racing track in the world. I just like all these American track, I'm not gonna lie. So I've been really, doing a lot of testing, and also a lot of setup guide on this track as well. Lately, you can see on my channel. Yeah, it's just a track that really flows if you have the right balance. The first sector is just all about having a front end that works with you very well, and the rear end that is not too tail happy. And yeah, and with this lap, I was actually expecting to be well low on I think 26 or something like that, and my overall lap time or my sector lap time suggested that I should have gone like half a second quicker here, but I actually really messed up the last sector, so I managed to do 1:29. So that was frustrating. I thought I would have beat the time already. So I logged off, think about the gearbox setting I want to use, and I came back again and started the lap using the new gearbox idea, and that helped out, as you can see in this video. So at the end of this lap, I managed to complete the lap in 1 minute 20.7 seconds, and it's still like about 2 or 3 tenths down on my potential, but yeah, I'm overall happy with the lap. And I think with a little bit of tweak here and there, maybe a 3 tenths or something like that will still be possible. So if you think your Driz where the setup are, it's just the same setup I used in the other video where I did the lap in 1:21.1. So if you want to see that, I will put out a pop-out button here so you can go check out the setup. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and the tips and trick I provided help you out to be able to maximize it and go quicker. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe please, and also hit that like button as well. Comment down below. All this really helps me develop and grow my channel, and also help me also bring you this kind of content as well. So this will wrap it up for me. I'm gonna stop talking now and let you enjoy the lap. I will see you at the next video. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace.